This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome, guys. How are we doing? It is time for another Baby Reindeer reaction, and we have finally arrived at the last episode, episode number 7. So, episode 6 was a heavy one. So what happened? So, end of episode 5, we hear the voicemail that Martha left Donny's parents about, him being in the hospital, which was a total lie. He goes to his parents to straighten him out, show I'm not in the hospital, I'm not dead, I'm not anything like that. Martha's continuing to call the parents to get to Donny, and it's doing a good job of getting to Donny, so he decides to take the law into his hands a little bit. He goes to see Martha and says, if you leave my parents alone, I will hang your curtains, I guess. But you need to tell me how to do it, so you need to send me this big email describing how you want it done. So it's basically entrapping her into sending one of the messages she's prohibited from sending. He thinks that will finally get her into trouble, but the police catch on because Martha is recording it. Not only that, but apparently she's secretly recorded every single interaction they've ever had. It gets the police kind of on Donny's case, and basically they're saying, I'm sick of hearing from both of you, just resolve your own shit. Martha ends up showing in the bar as well, and, she's supposed to be banned, but there's no management to enforce that ban, so Donny's just trying to fight her off. Martha's talking to the customer beside her, saying, this guy's a comedian, he's got some really offensive stuff, yada yada, and, he's not funny and all that, and so basically Donny shoots back at her, saying, why don't you Google this? Why don't you Google, serial stalker? He finds out about that too, and Martha attacks him and, smashes the glass into his face, and yeah, all heck breaks loose. Terry, meanwhile, is feeling unsafe about everything, and, Donny's kind of giving her some bad advice, I guess, saying, you should take all the rainbows off your social media and whatever, and Terry doesn't like that, and coupled with that, and coupled with, her constant feelings of not being safe and looking out for Martha, like, having to, like, check around corners everywhere she goes and all that, like, it's too much for her, and Donny ends up losing Terry as well, and losing her house as well, so he ends up having to go back to his old frat buddies. Donny's managers at the bar are kind of trying to skirt accountability for there not being someone to eject Martha, and Donny being attacked, so they're basically saying, we'll go to your comedy show. I don't know how that evens the field or whatever, but apparently Donny's fine with that, so they go to the show, and the show happens. He tries telling a few jokes, he tries getting into his routine, and all of a sudden he just starts breaking down, like talking about everything, talking about Darian, talking about losing Terry, talking about Martha. It's crazy, like, all these people expecting to see a comedy show, just see this man breaking down over his life. It's tough to watch, it really is. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but I'm thinking back to, like, old Dr. Phil promos, where he's saying, like, you want to be in our audience? We have fun in our audience, yeah, it's a big party, whatever. But while meanwhile his audience is actually watching people going through some of their biggest problems of their lives. That's always struck me as kind of weird, something like that, and that's kind of what this felt like too. Yeah, Donny has pretty much lost everything at this point. There's one more episode to go, so hopefully this final episode is the resolution to his problems. So why don't we find out what episode 7 is all about? So without further ado, episode 7 of Baby Reindeer, here we go. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, reminder, spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back, but for those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet. Episode 7 of Baby Reindeer, the finale. Let's see what we got. Here we go.
That's what abuse does to you, It made me this sticking plaster for all of life's weirdos for them to sniff at. I knew she was bad.
Oh, that was the YouTube video. Comedian has epic breakdown.
That was enough.
I wonder if that video's still up.
A random audience. In a matter of weeks, I went from a walking ghost to the center of a media storm.
Well,
it was so overwhelming.
Any publicity is good publicity, I guess.
Too distracted by all the new work opportunities to take notice. It was like something took over. Shows,
so it kind of made him famous.
Better crowds. Everyone suddenly wanted a piece of me, and my career sprung into surprising action.
It's probably the fame he's wanted his whole life, really. Kind of a weird way for it to happen, but it did.
And there is nothing like your life going so visibly well to let your sexual abuser know, fuck you, you failed to break me.
Thank you very much. Now, for those of you that
it's a powerful
seen the
feeling.
Video, don't worry.
It's taking your life back.
I'm not going to go into all that again. Although there is a guy in the front row here looking at me a bit funny.
It was
he's
like
got
my
the
life
spark
began
back. That's
3
a good
decades
thing.
I wonder what it was in me that kept it in for so long. what it was in me that felt so afraid.
Yeah.
Hello?
I wasn't going to speak to you ever again.
That's probably a good idea.
About the shirt lifting and the guy's cock half hanging out of you. I mean, should I tell them? Probably fair to know there's ugly little.
I mean, it's a viral video. They probably know.
And just like that, at the worst possible time during the most important moment of my professional life, Martha got my number. How
did she get it?
Could I let her get my number?
He posted that on Facebook. She probably... Yeah. It's probably the first time he's posted his number anywhere. When you got a stalker, she finds a way.
You know, I've been leaving your parents alone because I just didn't have the time for it anymore.
Yeah, not because you're a good person or anything, right?
I couldn't tell if Martha was bluffing, or if she would actually do something as awful as tell my family. I just had to get to my parents before she did.
Tell them everything? Yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen this video of me that's been going around online.
No, Bear, I'm not on social media anymore.
Okay.
My dad.
Isn't a
so they haven't.
Moron.
Maybe Dad's heard of it, if he hasn't seen
It's
it.
this. I don't think I'm straight anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably, like, bisexual, maybe. It's a journey. It's one that
I told Terry.
I need to go on with your support. It's these past few years have been really different. And I think you can have a choice now between a bi son or a gay son, whatever I become, or a dead one, because I can't handle it anymore.
Oh, that's excruciating.
If you're giving us a choice like that, then there's no question which one we're going to go for.
Please, just let me finish.
Mother sounds like she's going to be okay.
And I sort of speak about
Dad.
I was raped by a man.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, I promise. But I spoke about it in this online video, and now everyone knows.
Not your fault, man.
I just feel less of one.
No.
Having let something like that happen to me.
You didn't let it happen. You weren't to blame.
Would you see me as less of one?
I'm glad he finally spoke up,
What?
but...
I grew up in the Catholic Church.
Oh. Did it happen to him, too?
Oh, Bear, I'm so sorry.
Well... Oh. It's not everything, but it's one monkey off his back. Yeah, come on. That's sweet. He expected the handshake, and I don't know how long it's been since he's hugged his father. It feels like it's been a while.
I felt lighter somehow, amazed even by the sudden peace I found within myself.
Yeah.
Phone
Truth
off,
will set you
enjoying
free.
the quiet. I really felt like there was nothing in my way. Nothing, of course, apart from Martha.
There's that little detail. Dad doesn't want to stop.
Yep, thank you, Dad. Just
Maybe a bit strong on that one, but yeah. So is he gonna try and get Terry back? Oh. Did he miss a stop or something? Everyone's gone. Oh. And it's all coming back.
Welcome to your voicemail. You have 15 new messages.
50.
First new message.
Who even has time to leave 50 messages?
Busting that bitch right under my nose. Your cock practically in her. And you're expecting me to do what?
I'm expecting you to fuck off like
She's
the cops
ringing me
told
now,
you to.
literally, as I stand here.
I can see that, Mr. Dunn.
Well, then do something about it. You can't ring somebody that many times in a day, surely.
Well, no, you can't. But obviously, with unknown numbers, it's very difficult to prove who it is it's actually
Yeah,
calling.
true.
So what
I
you're
guess they
saying
can't
is I
prove
can
it.
call it, and as long as I withhold my number, I'm free to do as I please.
You're not planning to, are you?
No, I'm not planning to. I'm making a point. This
Then we might
behaviour
have a
shouldn't be
problem.
allowed.
What about her phone number? Have you tried blocking that?
Of course I've tried, but you can't block unknown numbers.
Yeah, I
on a
was gonna
smartphone.
say, I don't
should
think you
know
can.
this. I mean, can't you just go into the back there and listen to all the voicemails she's been leaving me?
We can't listen to that many voicemails, I'm afraid. We simply don't have the resources.
Oh my God! So what?
I mean,
just
I do.
change my number and let her win
They're
again.
right here on my phone.
Well, there is another option.
Oh, what's that?
I need to speak off the record here, but
Okay.
it might make sense to keep your number and wait for her to say something that we can use to expedite this case.
You're serious?
You never know. You might get
Mark
lucky.
down moments where she says something threatening. She's leaving you numerous voicemails a day. Chances are there'll be something there we can use.
There wasn't much you could use in like thousands of emails.
And I'm going to be quite frank with you here now.
Over the next few months, Martha's voicemails became the podcast of my life. I listened to her on
Worst
every bus
podcast
ride,
ever.
She was there in my ears all the time.
Don't forget what I also said to you about confidentiality.
Her voicemails playing out this retrospective of our entire relationship together.
When you said about hanging the curtain, do you remember that gig you performed at back in the day? The one at that
The
weird...
chats, the laughter. The
Oh,
false promising she
must
would
be fun
glean
having
from
this
the most
conversation with
implausible of
herself.
Places. I started to download them, log and categorize them, color code them into different emotions and subjects.
All this
Doing his
fame,
homework.
Fuck all. They don't love you. They'll grow bored. I love you.
You love
I
him?
ignored work, devoted my life to unpacking the mystery of Martha, why she was the way that she was. I'm not sure I ever got close to finding the answer.
I don't think I would
In
either,
fact,
but
over time, I found myself relating to her all over again. Our shared insecurities, our fears for the future. The same
don't
things
get
at
sucked
night
in
which
again.
kept us from our sleep.
London's full of charlatans and backstabbers and liars.
To distract
stalkers,
me from all
apparently.
the things that I'd lost.
Oh, hide. Oh, is that a new man?
She threatened, but still I found myself
Wow.
ignoring it.
Has anything new come up your side that we should know about?
No? Holding off reporting
yet.
her out of facet, I did have to
Yeah.
fight every fibre of my being, not to call her back. So when I did eventually report her, I only did it because she started on my family. I only
Yeah.
did it because it felt like
I mean,
a
that's a
risk
good
I
reason.
couldn't take
So
it.
you and your family, you keep your trap shut, yeah? You're on your final warning. I fucking mean it this time. Because I've got a raging PMT.
Final
ready to
warning.
start- So you better watch what you're saying, because maybe one day I will stab someone.
That's the one. That's the one.
Martha was
Use-
arrested the next day and charged with 3 counts of stalking and harassment.
Attaboy.
And by the time a date was set for her plea hearing, I really couldn't tell whether it was putting an end to her fascination or mine.
Is it finally over?
All right.
Oh, that pouty lip. Just trying to make herself look more pathetic.
You are charged with the harassment of Mr. Donald Dunn between the dates of the 14th of August 2015 and the 22nd
Wow.
of March 2017.
It's like a year and a half at that point.
Are you guilty or not guilty?
What's it gonna be, girl?
Guilty?
Huh?
You are charged with the harassment of Gerald Dunn and
Oh, the
Eleanor
parents
Dunn
too.
between the dates of the 6th of June 2016 and the 22nd of March 2017. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Wonder what the sentence like this is gonna carry.
My little reindeer.
Aww.
I will ask the CPS to prepare a pre-sentencing report. You will remain in custody until then.
Stop saying reindeer. Oh man. It's so pathetic and so creepy at the same time. That one moment of locking eyes. Yeah, she's so manipulative. You almost feel for her, but you remember what she's done, and it's like I can kind of
Martha was sentenced
feel what's
to
going
9
on in
months
his
in
head.
prison, and a 5-year restraining order was issued that same day.
5 years, eh?
And there, in that courtroom, was the last time I ever set eyes on her.
You think they could have done that originally, but, you know, police like to pussyfoot around. Oh. Looking at the computer, expecting to see more emails. Oh, now he's got a timeline. Yeah, I guess that helped with the case. Okay. I guess now it's a in your own words type of thing. I mean, he eventually got inspired to write this show, so I guess it never really left him.
Oh, Keely.
Hi.
Francis called. He's pretty concerned about you. He says you've barely come out your room in weeks.
I hope he's alright. Maybe he's just been busy writing, but what's all this?
What's all this?
Oh, it's
Jinx.
Martha stuff. I'm still trying to make sense of it.
And how's that going?
I'm getting closer.
Oh, wow. The stuff that's highlighted.
I hope so.
I still have all the voicemails from when I downloaded them for the police. See, I've split them into all these folders, capturing all their different emotions. I've been doing it for weeks now, and there's still a ton I haven't listened to yet.
You wonder where she got the time to even record all these. Is Keely actually interested in this, or is she more freaked out than she ever was?
How's the comedy going?
I've given up. There's nothing like getting everything you want in life to realize it's not for you.
The show's probably gotten him, you know, a lot better than comedy.
I want you to move back to my mum's place. Sort yourself out a bit.
Okay.
I can't. I've signed a lease here.
No, I'll pay for it.
Oh.
Just move back.
Okay.
I can't have you go on living like this.
Well,
having gone through all of that video.
the olive branch is
really
being
upset
presented.
me.
He's getting a little bit of it back, what he lost.
How's it feel?
Yeah, familiar.
Yeah. I remember this place.
Well, I'll leave you to it and let me know if you need anything.
I guess it goes to show, like, you never really know what's going on in someone's life, and I guess they didn't really know, so I guess they kind of regretted kicking him out after they found out everything.
I forgot to say I left a little something for you in the cupboard, along with a couple of bits and bobs I found while I was clearing out your room.
Wonder what that could be. Oh. Oh, some of the props, yeah. Oh. What's this? Oh, the Hangman Harry script. I guess these are Darian's notes. Oh, hi. I did not see this coming. Does he know about the video?
I was wondering if I could come in.
Sure.
Suddenly I'm uneasy again.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I wouldn't drink anything that man gives you. But apparently Donny would.
So what? They were just high all the time.
Oh my God, I've never seen two people consume drugs like them.
So what is this about?
Where have you been?
Oh, you know, here and there.
I guess he doesn't know about the video.
I'm sorry I disappeared.
No, I get it. I saw your video, by the way.
Oh?
Oh, yeah?
Well, I thought it was brave.
Is he kind of...
Thank you.
Apologizing for what he did, or... I don't know.
You should come back and work with me.
I don't know if that's in the cards.
It won't be like last time.
Well, fucking better not be.
We're bringing Cottonmouth back for a reboot. Probably be terrible, but
yeah.
we're staffing up at this very moment.
Well, everything's a reboot now. Don't do it, man. Some things are more important.
I'd love that.
Oh, he's doing it. I don't know how I feel about this. But he's made his choice. Yeah, he's starting to regret it right now. Oh, what are you doing, man? You got sucked back in. Man. Should have never given him the time of day. Complimentary.
And there was this other time in the bar when you were serving in your tight whites, and I thought, red is your colour. And then the next day, you were wearing red.
I guess there's a voicemail for every
jawline.
situation.
I love. You know, when you meet someone sometimes, you just think they have it, and you have it. I don't know, God.
Even with everything
I'm
she's
blushing like a
done, like,
teenage virgin here.
yeah, just can't keep away from Martha, even if it's just Martha's voicemails. I guess he'll always have that much.
Hi, yeah, I'll have a vodka Coke, please. A double, thanks.
Not listened to. Okay.
And I suppose that brings me to the baby reindeer thing.
Okay. We explaining the pet
As I
name
think you're
now?
probably wondering. Basically, I had this wee cuddly toy when I was young.
Well,
Went with me everywhere.
so it's like an old Christmas
This
toy.
baby reindeer beside me. Anyway, this reindeer was this cuddly, fluffy thing.
Guess Donny
And the cutest
reminded
wee bum.
her of that?
It was the only good thing about my childhood.
Oh, wow.
I'd hug it when they fought. And they fought a lot, you know? Well, you are the spit of that reindeer.
Let's get into him again.
It means so much to me. You mean so much to me.
Wow. She could be heartfelt when, you know, she was in the mindset, I guess, but... Oh, man. I really don't know what to feel about the last 10 minutes, like, so much.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm fine, sorry.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
It's 7:25.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget the payment.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
doesn't have his wallet, or...
I think I've left my wallet at home.
Oh, it's gonna be on the house.
Don't worry about it. It's on me.
Full circle, man. Full circle. That's it. That's the episode. That's the show. Wow. So many things to think about, but yeah, let's talk. Alright, guys, that was my reaction to episode 7, the final episode of Baby Reindeer. So, how to sum up this show, man? Like, I go through the first six episodes, like, knowing what side I'm on, like, knowing, how I feel about everything. That last episode just scrambled my brain to the point of, like, not knowing which way is up. So basically, the performance from his last comedy show where he kind of broke down was recorded, kind of went viral, and apparently he got a little fame from that. He started doing interviews, started doing some more shows. It kind of got him what he wanted in a very weird way. People started booking him, people started, paying him to do stuff. It was crazy. And then, I guess he was a little overwhelmed with the workload, and, he sets this out of office message on his Facebook, I think it is, and it has his phone number on it, and that's how Martha gets his phone number for the first time. Starts calling the phone number, leaving voicemails. It all kind of starts again with the voicemails. There's a very emotional scene where, he goes back to visit the parents just to get away from everything, get away from Martha and all that, and admits everything to them. They hadn't seen the video, so admits that he's bisexual, admits, the abuse from Darian, everything about Terry, everything about Martha. Well, they know about Martha, but it might have been easier for him to just show the video. I don't know. But, yeah. They had a really nice talk about it. Mom was good about it and everything. Gives him a hug instantly. They play the, how's dad gonna react game and all that. And dad admits, he's had some abuse in his past as well. He was a member of the Catholic Church and apparently, got touched by somebody there. Everything's all well and good with the parents. They have a really nice time together while Donny is there. He does return home to a bunch of voicemails. He falls asleep on the train and wakes up to like 50. Goes back to the police station, says, "Come on, you can't send me this many voicemails, and you can't block an unknown number." It's all this complicated red tape like that. So the cop is just basically saying, surely there's going to be something you can report if she keeps sending you these. So just come back when you got something. And, just lets her go for a while, and eventually there is something about, "I just want to stab you," or whatever. They do bring her in, they sentence her for everything, for the harassment, for the stalking, for the harassment of the parents as well. It was 9 months in prison and 5 years a restraining order, which, could have been done before. The police are weird sometimes. I don't really understand why it took that long for the police to, really act. Yeah, for a simple no contact order originally for someone who's been convicted of this before, come on. Once Martha does get convicted and sent to jail and, everything is quiet again, he starts writing his story. He starts analyzing, every voicemail he's gotten, every email he's gotten, trying to tell the Martha story. Eventually, I guess this is what kind of turns into his one-man show, and eventually this show that we just watched. As we still remember that Donny Dunn is actually Richard Gadd. He is playing himself with a different name in the show. I guess he became so consumed with this and so interested in studying her. And that's what eventually, turned into the show. Keeley does end up visiting him and saying, you should come back. Because I think they did feel sorry for evicting him after everything that happened. They found out about all the abuse and, everything that was going on, and just basically said, we shouldn't have kicked him out. And, they gave him a second chance. I don't know, maybe it's closure or something, but I don't really understand why he went to visit Darian again. He found the Hangman Harry script and all the stuff that, Liz left for him. But I don't know, I guess it's his own healing, I guess. I don't really have to understand it for myself, but I guess he felt that he needed that closure, I guess, with Darian. And I don't know if he actually took him up on the job offer, like they're saying we're rebooting, that show, whatever it was called. Apparently he was fine when he was there, but he started hyperventilating and, kind of going into a bit of a panic attack after he was leaving. And that's when he goes to his voicemails. He's categorized them like angry, complimentary, sexual or whatever. He clicks on the complimentary one, and, starts hearing all these words from Martha all over again. So, as he said the whole show, I think I held on to Martha because she was making me feel what I wanted to feel. With Martha out of the picture, in person at least, he had those voicemails to go back to, and kind of made him feel good again. And then there's this really poignant moment at the end of the show where, he's in the bar and he orders his drink or whatever, and starts listening to, there was a category of stuff I haven't listened to yet. Here's Martha explaining all about the origin of the baby reindeer nickname, about the toy she used to have, and how you're the spitting image of that, how you mean so much to me because you remind me so much of that toy, and just makes Donny break down. And it's kind of like the opening scene where Donny saw Martha breaking down and asking if she was all right. It's the same thing with this bartender towards Donny now. Donny forgets his wallet, and the bartender gives Donny the drink on the house, basically. So it's kind of full circle. I kind of like how that worked. I don't know how true that is. Like, when it's a show like this, where it is based on a true story, like, I know they will probably fluff up some things for dramatic purposes or whatever. So you wonder how true some of this stuff is, and how much of it is just like good writing or whatever. When it's based on a true story, it doesn't have to be like word for word. It doesn't have to be like, event for event. You just have to tell the story basically the way you remember it. And that's kind of what Donny did. I do believe that the basic story is true, like all the abuse, all the stalking and all that. But the way the show began and the way the show ended was just like poetry. Like it almost feels too good to be true, but it wouldn't surprise me. And as always, I do admire the strength of Richard Gadd, like not only reliving something like this, putting, his own experiences on paper and, shooting it in front of the big screen. And before he actually made the show, it was a one-man show where he talked about everything. And I guess this experience never really leaves him. And I guess it never really does with anybody. Some people can't bring themselves to talk about it at all. People like Richard Gadd, not only talk about it, but, they make a whole big media phenomenon about it. And that gets everybody talking. And, that's just who Richard Gadd is, I guess. Like, even seeing the character Donny Dunn, which you kind of see that kind of personality. Even though all this terrible stuff has happened to him, like, he can make a joke about it. He can, talk about it. He can experience it again. Like, even at the end of that comedy show where he broke down, the way after he just let everything out, just that he still used the Papa Condom sound effect or whatever. Like, it shows that, even through the worst of his times, he still has that sense of humor. That's just his personality, I guess. It shone through the character, it shone through the writing of the show, it shone through everything, I guess. Like, I guess Richard Gadd / Donny Dunn kind of reminds me of this whole philosophy that is like, don't take life too seriously, you'll never get out of it alive. And I think he's kind of the embodiment of that. Like, even the experience he had, which would break a lot of people and which would, bring a lot of people to their own brink. It's sad to think about. There's probably a lot of people who've experienced what Richard Gadd has experienced and haven't even lived to tell the tale. So I do have a lot of admiration for, not only Donny Dunn, the character, but Richard Gadd, the person who created the show and who, played Donny Dunn and who just did everything with the show and who just put this out there. It couldn't have been an easy thing to do, but he did it, and that is so commendable. I don't think he's ever revealed who Darien actually is. I actually saw in one of the IMDb entries, I think, that there was someone who tried to sue Richard Gadd because, he thought Richard Gadd was implying that he was the real Darien, and Richard Gadd had to come out and say, no, this person is not the real Darien. So I don't think the real Darien has been revealed. The real Martha, however, has come out and, spoken out a bit about the show. And the real woman's name is Fiona Harvey, who claims to be the real Martha. And she has actually done an interview with Piers Morgan that I have yet to watch. And I was wondering if maybe I should end the Baby Reindeer saga by watching that interview. But it would be different for me to react to on this channel. I've never really done anything like that before, but it might be an interesting way to close the Baby Reindeer saga. Like, the show is finished now. I'm thinking maybe that might be the plan. Like, I have... I'm also watching this alongside Heartstopper, and there's 8 episodes in season 1 of Heartstopper, and there's only 7 episodes of this. So maybe to even things out, maybe I make that interview the de facto 8th episode. I don't know. It will be interesting to hear her perspective on this. Like, this show was basically Richard Gadd's perspective on this. He portrayed Martha as a very manipulative person who always just kept pulling you back in, even when you thought you wanted to be rid of her. So it'll be interesting to see if we see any of that in Fiona when we watch the interview. So I'm thinking that's the move. I'm thinking it is. So that does do it for the Baby Reindeer show, and I'm thinking the interview is next for us to close out the actual Baby Reindeer saga. So thank you guys for watching my reaction to episode 7 and my reaction to the whole series. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, JordangeVision Sports. And once again, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been JordangeVision. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.